Welcome back to Aladdin Genesis on Genesis playthrough. We automatic. These are actually kind of a pain in. I'm kind of glad that I basically chose to load these on the bonus stages. Just that's something that the Super Nintendo doesn't have, so that's a win for the Genesis version. Along with honestly the sound quality.
Wait, is sound quality better on the Genesis version?
The songs are more memorable. Cause a lot of the songs are basically 16-bit renditions of songs from the movie, which I like. The only one that Super Nintendo has is "Friend Like Me."
Okay, I will say I do find it pretty strange that they didn't just give both versions the same song selection.
Yeah, it's
like a lot of times when I hear of difference between the versions, it's because the Genesis had a shittier sound.
Yeah, but when you can work it, we do get some good songs. Like hell, the Sonic songs, and anything first party Sega did is good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I still remember like the first time I booted up the Streets of Rage 2 and have you ever heard Go Straight, the first stage from Streets of Rage 2?
Yeah, I have.
It is such a good fucking song, and I remember when they showed off footage for Streets of Rage 4, and one of the songs they showed was was their version of Go Straight, but then they highlighted retro soundtrack and they swapped it over to the original version, and I was like, holy fuck, this is good.
Yeah, welcome to the Cave of Wonders. They actually made a stage out of Cave of Wonders. Which, this is honestly a track I also enjoy too. The original songs are really good. I prefer the original songs over the 16-bit renditions of the movie songs, to be honest.
Okay, so I have two questions for you. I'm gonna ask you in specific order because I know that one will probably launch a lengthier conversation. So, question one: the lamp with the fog on the upper left corner of the screen. That's your health.
Yeah, that's your health.
Okay, that's what I assumed. And two. Now that we're on the subject of video game soundtracks, do you have any video game soundtracks that you have in your day-to-day playlist? So the kind of stuff you would listen
Sonic
on...
CD, I have a few Toho songs, Ape Escape 1 and 3 are on Spotify. I don't know why 2's isn't, but I also don't like 2 compared to 1 and 3, so I don't really care. A few ArcSys games, and a few others.
Alright. Yeah, no, because my my playlist on Apple Music basically boils down to a couple of songs that I really like, some stuff from NWA, but for the most part, it's basically Persona, certain Sonic titles, because not all the... It's basically mostly Sonic Forces and Sonic Unleashed soundtracks, and some from Sonic 06.
I actually forgot about this boss fight.
Some from Shadow the Hedgehog, but unfortunately they didn't put the whole soundtrack on there.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Bits of Streets of Rage 4, and but I also have as I've already said before, the opening stage from Streets of Rage 2, I've also got that on my playlist. Like, a part of me just find it hilarious when video game music can grab you more than...
Hi, Carpet.
Than actual music.
Randomly just shows up. At least the Super Nintendo actually has you meeting Carpet. He doesn't randomly just show up.
Wait, so that carpet, were you in control of it, or was it just...
No.
Okay.
No, it's basically just a platform that moves you to the last area where the lamp is. And move down because there is actually a hidden path with some decent stuff. And yes,
and just for reference, this is the part of the game where something happens that makes the place go all fiery, right?
Yep.
Okay, that I remember, and I believe that was also the part of the SNES version where we got stuck.
Yep.
We, as in my classmates and I.
I vastly prefer the Super Nintendo version of the escape segment because the Genesis version has 2 levels of the escape segment. The first is not fun. The first is really not fun.
Right.
Also, this theme is called Arab Rock.
Okay, I have another question. Because I'm noticing there's a, if I'm not mistaken, there's a CRT filter going on. Did you enable that?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay. So there is a filter and you can enable or disable it. That's good.
Yeah, you notice that I hate the bat part of Abu in Cave of Wonders. Because they come out so rapidly. And it's like, that's not fun. That's not fair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the part where you wish you were playing Castlevania 4 and you had the ability to dangle your whip.
Or they basically realized that people weren't that fast.
Well,
Welcome
it's
to
not even a matter
the
of players
escape.
being... It's not even a matter of,
Oh no, I'm sorry. This one's
player skill.
Arab Rock.
It's more a matter of, like, are you actually able to do what the game expects you to do?
Yeah, and I kind of hate when games do that, and it's like it's way too fast. And yes, getting hit by the bigger rocks is an instant kill.
Lovely.
I mean, they're not that bad to get off to get away from.
Yeah.
You just have to you just have to know ahead of time. I mean, the rocks aren't that fast.
And the only way you're gonna know ahead of time is if you play this game a crap ton.
True. But I don't think I died from the rocks as a kid when I played this. My deaths from this stage came from what's gonna come next.
Right.
This part.
Oh, yeah, that...
Do you want to know why I failed that jump?
Well?
I hit the geyser.
That
one was me one was me being stupid. That one was me being stupid. But yeah, I hit the geyser and it basically canceled a lot of my momentum of the jump. And those platforms sink.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Not gonna lie.
It is. I hate having to wait on sinking platforms. In my eyes, that's very bad game programming.
Yeah, what a bunch of fucking virgins.
But the stage does give you a lot of gems because I'm already at 20 because I'm nearly at 30 and I think I end with between 30 and 40 in this level.
You should have grinded up to 69.
Oh, fuck you. See? It ate the forward momentum. It's like, that's not... If these platforms weren't sinking, it would be completely my fault. But it's like, no. I hate that. Those platforms should not be sinking if you're going to basically make me do that.
Okay, so, Yu, I have a quick question for you.
What's up?
So, you know how you're using my license for, Vegas?
Should we really be talking about this while we're recording, Edgy?
Why aren't you using it?
I don't die that much. I think that basically now I actually It's either this life or the next life. I actually complete the stage.
Right. Yeah, look, I just have that, like, general Gen Z impatience. So whenever I see the same thing again and again, my mind wanders off, and I don't know. I guess I want to see something Subway Surfers related or something. I don't know. Like, do you know about that sludge content? The tradition.
Thanks for the last minute save, Carpet. No, I don't.
Right. Well, basically, sludge content is a common phenomenon on most video platforms that are basically it's something you see a lot on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, where on the top half of the screen you have basically a video playing of like sometimes it's a movie scene, sometimes it's someone talking, and then on the bottom screen you have something like someone cutting up carving clay or some GTA parkour kind of stuff, or Subway Surfers, and the design is basically to keep the user's attention without actually keeping their attention. I fucking hate it. I make sure that whenever I see it on TikTok, I mark that video as not interested. But the problem is, TikTok doesn't realize, the algorithm doesn't realize that it's
not interested means not interested.
Well, it doesn't realize that the one thing I'm not interested in is the sludge content. It thinks that I'm not interested in the
also
the
real quick,
hashtags.
Real quick, I should also state apple slices. This is the only stage with apple slices. Collect 4 and you get 1 singular apple. Go ahead. Sorry,
Okay.
I just wanted to actually explain that.
But yeah, no, it basically gets to a point where by saying not interested, I'm basically not teaching the algorithm whatsoever. It doesn't realize what is and what isn't sludge content. It just thinks that there are certain subjects that I'm not interested in.
Yeah, no, that.
Which to be fair for TikTok, that's kind of an accomplishment, because all I get on TikTok is cat videos. And for whatever reason, here and there, like some weird Dutch cringe video. I wonder why it's recommending me things that are Dutch.
Gee, I wonder why.
It's like, what, do I live there or something?
Yeah, like, we'll see when we do the Super Nintendo one. This one's kind of just basic-y.
Yeah.
Like, it's just dodge the rocks. It doesn't really have a lot of set pieces. Like, you'll see a much... Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest, I know that you have the genie pointing at you, but this seems like it's a really annoying thing to...
It is, and honestly,
to get through.
I actually had to pause. I actually had to take a small break after I finished recording, because this honestly gets on my nerves, so I do apologize to anyone whose eyes are getting irritated watching this. I'm very sorry, and I understand that. Yeah, no. Especially this last part.
Oh, the question marks, that's especially bullshit.
And especially with that going that fast.
Yeah. Yeah, like, what a bunch of virgins.
Are you going to say that every episode of this part?
I don't know. I guess we'll see that in next session.
Oh my god. Yeah, that is literally the Cave of Wonders trio of stages for Aladdin. And like said, yeah. I apologize to anyone whose eyes are kind of annoyed at the end of Rug Ride. Super Nintendo's is not that bad.
Yeah, do you think we should add a little disclaimer before that section begins?
I think we should.
Yeah. I'll send you that record scratch sound effect I've been using for San Andreas.
Alrighty.
Or you can just look up, okay.